Good morning, students. Today we are entering our last chapter of this unconventional machining process topic. See, the last topic or last unit comprises of different aspects of abrasive jet machining. Abrasive jet machining. What are those? We will see. First, we will see the contents and overview in this session. See, contents of the chapter: abrasive jet machining, water jet machining, and abrasive water jet machining. See, these are three different aspects. One is only abrasive jet machining, one is a water jet machining, and a combination of both setup. What are its basic principles, equipments, what is its construction, what are the process variables that vary or affect the performance characteristics. Next, we'll see material removal rate and its mechanics, how the material removal is happening, how it is going to remove the material, what is an abrasive particle, how it is going to hit is it going to hit the material or by removing with force, mechanical force, or by thermal, what phenomena is going to happen, we'll see in this topic. Next, applications of where these abrasive machining apparatus are used or useful, and what are its limitations, and different aspects of magnetic abrasive finishing, abrasive flow finishing, right? See, generally we can use this abrasive principle in both machining operation and even in finishing operation. Nothing but cutting or separating or drilling such kind of materials and such kind of operations, and also to surface finish, remove the upper layers or correct the surfaces. Such kind of operations also we can perform by abrasive jet principles. And lastly, we will see electro stream drilling, a kind of water jet machining, shape tube electrolytic machining. So these are two water jet type machining principle. Based on the water jet machining principle, these two are some uh, machining operations. We will see all these topics in our forthcoming sessions. See, once again, I am just uh, reading the content of the chapter: abrasive jet machining, water jet machining, and abrasive water jet machining. Basic principles of those, equipment required, and constructional features and process variables. And next, we'll see material removal rate and its mechanics and its applications, uses, and limitations of all these three things, three apparatus. Next, we'll see different apparatus, an advanced apparatus like magnetic abrasive finishing, abrasive flow finishing, electrostream drilling, steam shaped tube electrolytic machine. See, next we'll see what is generally an abrasive machining, what is its principle. It is a unconventional machining process. It is the process of removal of materials by impact erosion through the action of a concentrated high velocity of the grit abrasives entertained in a high velocity gas stream or water stream. See, the basic principle of, or we can say mechanism or phenomena of material removal is impact erosion. What is impact? What is erosion? Impact is we are applying a sudden load. That we call as impact. Erosion is nothing but removal of the material above the surface layers of the material, surface layers of the base workpiece. Surface layers is nothing but up to 2 mm. Okay, so this is the basic mechanism or behind the scene operation of abrasive jet machine. And what is the uh, tool which we are using here? A high velocity grit is nothing but a stream, a group of abrasive particles. Together we call it as a grit at in a high velocity gas or water stream. See, abrasive particles are mixed to become a slurry with water, if we call, or else we can apply it with a high velocity gas stream. Okay, so this is the basic line of abrasive jet machining. Nothing but it is going to remove the material through impact forces application in the form of erosion of the workpiece material with the help of high grit abrasive particles which are mixed to mixed in a gas stream or a water stream. Okay, that is what abrasive jet machining in brief. Why should we use this abrasive jet machining? See, what is the reason behind? What kind of applications it has? What is the, see, we can see simple why, we can answer with the advantages. If anybody why that, we if asked, we can say reason in as its advantages. See what are its features. Since it is an unconventional machining process, so it is used where conventional machining process cannot be used, like in machining of cast alloy, nitra alloy, pneumonics, etc. See, all these are difficult to cut materials. We have seen in the last session what is difficult to cut materials. So all these machines which are conventionally can't be machined can be easily machined by unconventional machining process. Also, it differs from conventional sandblasting process for its fineness of particle size and controllable machining parameters. See, okay, from the first point, we can say all conventional, unconventional machining processes are generally used for difficult to cut materials only. But what way this is different? See, it has a feature of sandblast process for its fineness of particle size and controllable machining parameters. So, we can say abrasive jet machining basic advantage is compared to other conventional and non unconventional machining process is that it is a it it removes the materials with high fineness in the form of particles, and also we can control the velocity and pressure and impact of the abrasive so that the total machining parameters can be controlled with help of the different or distinct setup or construction features of abrasive jet machining. So these are the reasons why we use or we employ abrasive jet machining. Now we'll see just a construction, outline construction of abrasive jet machining. The three types what we see is the same construction with small different or additional component or a combined setup will be existing. See, what are they? First, this is a gas supply, pressure regulator, filters, powder supply and mixer, vibrator, foot control valve, hand holder, workpiece. See, this is a nozzle, hood, nothing but a safety feature, and exhaust. See, here, see, these are the construction where our abrasive or required abrasive will be prepared. Required size of abrasive, required material of abrasive, that is need to be passed through the nozzle at high velocity to remove this workpiece material. So these are the construction features of preparation of abrasive or mixing of abrasive with gas or water stream with help of, see, vibrator. See, this is a mixer, we can say. In this we will be supplying abrasive grit powder, and a vibrator is there, and a gas supply unit is there with the help of pressure regulator which enters this mixer, and both get mixed well with the help of vibrator, and then it is operated by a control valve so that it travels to the nozzle with the help of a hand holder where we try to place it with the help of a vise, or we can manually operate this with constraints. Okay, whenever this hits the workpiece material, it is going to erode this workpiece due to the high impact force here applied onto this workpiece with the help of small particles of abrasive. Okay, And gas, it is there because of its gas, there will be some shielding, and there will be some oxidation which can be come out of it, come out of the exhaust gases. And this hood is there as a construction feature where it is going to protect the we can say, what we can say, a sparkles of workpiece material or chips, red hot chips can be removed here, can be work operator can be safeguarded with the help of this hood. So this is the construction schematic setup of abrasive jet machining in general. What are they? Once see again: gas or water supply, filters and pressure regulator, a mixer of powder and vibrator. We connected with vibrator, a foot control valve, hand holder, nozzle, hood and exhaust, and the workpiece to be machined. Next. See, what are the generally used abrasives? Abrasives used in abrasive jet machining are, see, abrasives and grid size. What size? See, these are already we know from the initial stage we are discussing: alumina, silicon carbide, sodium bicarbonate, dolomite, glass beads, even diamond also can be a abrasive particle. And the sizes with respect to the material which we use. See, in microns it is 10, 27, 50 microns. Silicon also same kind of size. Sodium bicarbonate it will be 27. Dolomite will be 66. Glass beads will be around 1 mm around. So all these can be used as abrasive materials, and these are the sizes which we apply with respect to the particle size to be removed. So this is an overview of abrasive jet machining. So we'll see in forthcoming sessions in detail.